What does your bedtime look like? I think most of us have inherited that Protestant work ethic that compels us to overschedule and overcommit our lives to the point we're strung out and sleep deprived. Full disclosure, most nights I'm busy working until my brain stages a mutiny and I collapse with Netflix or YouTube until I lose consciousness on the couch. And that's not edifying or inspiring video content. And frankly, we all deserve better for ourselves than that. Humans are hardwired to wind down with the sunset. An evening routine that honors that pattern will have the best medicine for our souls. So I'm sharing what happens around here on a good night, when I have an evening in alignment. After all, it's important to have rituals that bring us joy that we can focus on and not drift into chronic existential sorrow. I offer this video to you in the interest of encouraging our collective wholeness and wellness. As the shadows grow long, I like a long wind down, and I'll make the switch from black tea to herbal. Chamomile or lavender is wonderful for downshifting those high-octane gears. Oh, who am I kidding? Yeah, that's more like it. And do lower the indoor lighting as the sun's strength fades. Let your body feel that transition into evening. As dusk arrives, it's time to move the bird feeder out of reach of industrious raccoons. I mean, we like raccoons and all, but they're pretty destructive. So if the raccoon is hungry, she can just share the corn I leave out for the squirrels. In the warmer months, I treasure a twilight meander in the yard. Barefoot, of course. To soak up Earth's energy and to absorb those microorganisms in the soil that regulate mood. This liminal pause between dark and light is my favorite time of day. The air feels alive with flows of source, and in a few weeks, the fireflies will be twinkling everywhere like fairies having a rager. Each nightfall, I like to make the rounds. Hello to the opossum under the porch. I know you'll be waking up soon. And hello to the giant rat snake behind the house. How was hunting today? And good evening to the pileated woodpeckers, wherever you might be nesting this season. I wonder if mushrooms have been sprouting in the grass or the forest floor. Oh, and there are always twigs to pick up. Later this summer, there will be raspberries, if I can get to them before the birds. Sometimes I have a clear view of the moon, so patiently working through her phases, gently tugging on the currents of our emotional lives, and softly reminding us to use our intuition. Occasionally, I'm out late enough to see the first stars appear. And when I come back inside, it is properly time to wind things down. It's lovely to wash the day off my skin. Good riddance to stress, anxiety, and other people. Of course, don't forget to moisturize. 9 o'clock is time to feed the little black cats their supper. Of course, they've been nagging since before 8. With the cats happy, full, and sleepy, I can turn my attention toward whichever deity I'm working with this day. Tonight is Saturn's turn, and he seems to respond well to unhurried mantras. Afterward, I record my observations and impressions in a journal just for deity work. Finally, I have no more responsibilities. I am free to sit down with a stiff drink and listen to relaxing music, specifically Music that won't make me sad. It's a nearly perfect evening, really. All that's missing is a good bedtime story. In the dark living room, there was an old broom, and a small brass bell, and a trunk full of potions ready for spells. And there were 3 little skeletons, each with their beanies on, and 4 black kittens, 2 with white mittens, and an altar small, and a candle tall. And the moon has no rush. In the house there's a hush, and a spooky witch lady whispering, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty." That's my girl. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Good night, room. Good night, broom. Good night, yard and patient moon. Good night, Buddha and the trunk of spells. Good night, skeletons. Good night, bell. Good night, kittens, along with their mittens. Good night, candle. And good night, altar. Good night, little house. And good night, toy mouse. Good night, owl. And good night, wand. Good night, spirits. Good night, scotch. And good night to the possum who lives 'neath the porch. Good night, stars. Good night, smoky air. Good night, witches everywhere. Good night, wild things. I'll see you in the next one. Good night. Good night. Ow. I'm getting tongue-tied. Hey. Hey, come on. Quit bumping the legs.